we should take very seriously this question of contentment. We should take very seriously the question of whether or not we are finding contentment in merely earthly things or if we're seeking contentment in something greater. We need a deeper grounding for our contentment. We need a contentment that isn't based on self and circumstances, but something greater. And this is the hope for us in the gospel. This is the hope for us as the people of God, is that we can find contentment in the Lord. We can find joy and satisfaction in the Lord. Listen to what Psalm 16 says. I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. I have no God apart from you. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence, there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Look, it's not circumstances. It's not circumstances whether success or whether failure. It's not circumstances whether it's abundance or a lack. It's not circumstances whether we're comfortable and we're happy and things are easy going or whether we're facing affliction and suffering. It's not any of that we find contentment. It's in the Lord. It's in knowing Jesus. It's in knowing God the Father. It's experiencing his redemptive power in our lives and his presence in our lives. This is what the psalmist says. Hey, in your presence with you, that's where pleasure is. That's where joy is. That's where goodness is found. That's where satisfaction is found. And so, church, if we're going to be content in this season of pandemic, if we're going to be content in our lives from this day forward, we have got to find that contentment in the Lord. And here's the good news for us, though, is that he holds it out for us. He holds out contentment for us. He holds out joy and satisfaction. He says, come find this in me. He isn't stiff-arming us. He isn't playing a game where he dangles contentment out in front of us and then pulls it away every time we chase for it. No, if we go after it in him, if we seek our joy and satisfaction in him, the promise is we will find it. The promise is we will be satisfied in him.